go to the next one then, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Hey, we you know what? Hey, you go to the next one then, nigga. We ready.
Few matchups in the history of college football have had games, and more specifically, endings etched into the memory banks, etched into the lore of the sport, more than the Iron Bowl. From the kick six to the grave digger, you just hear those words. Emotions, frustrations, stirred up that last a whole year. And in a rivalry game like this one, we can only hope for another classic like those. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this home team defense is now rolling out the welcome mat for the visitors. They start their night stuffing the run. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Let's talk about Alabama. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. Five-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a five-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play.
Yes, sir, Mirror. It's blood.
Interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
It's for the state, nigga.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
It's a good play.
First drive ends with a pick. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Young. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Bernard. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The Tide will get the 1st down.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it to the right. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a hit as he fires. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. The short hands, it's Singleton. Bust through behind his pad. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Cobb. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Touch pass on the jet sweep. after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye.
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Tempo and overdrive.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, let's chat a little big picture, Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle. Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the single back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw at Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll try the left side. Creates a little space. Turning on the Jets. Inside the 30. He's at the top. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on. Going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Simpson. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking for space, it's Cobb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Coleman. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw at Simpson. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've got it. First and 10 at the 42. To the air on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sends it back in motion. He'll try it again on second and 10. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Cobb. After 40, there he goes. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in backfield. It's Cobb. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He wants to change this route. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The snap sets up to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Coleman. Spins away. Turning it on. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here. Taking a shot, to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it in the middle. It's Howard. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Hampton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Drive will start from the 16-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Fighting off the defender. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football, because these big dudes, they break tackles, and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Quick completion on the out. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Give to the running back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it then.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Snagged in the middle, it's Young. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run from the shotgun. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. Touchdown time! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Cobb.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Under fire. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cobb. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wants to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 35. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now adjusting. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. They
really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the jet motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Extending the play. Going to try to get it himself. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Elevates over his man.
And You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Mack. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it.
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave them a little bit of hope.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. These corners going to give them some space. Back to throw, it's Russell. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. Alabama pushing the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Back to throw, it's Mack. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and they're trying to get something going here. Obviously, got to make something happen quick late in the fourth quarter, and that might be their last chance, their last real shot. Now they turn the football over, and it's just not looking good. That clock is really working against them.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They think there's room to run to the right here. Got the first down and more. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Since 1893, this game has meant more to the fans in the state of Alabama than any other sporting event, and the toilet paper will fly at Toomer's Corner. The Eagles will fly, and it is an orange and blue game as Auburn takes down the Tide in the Iron Bowl. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.